Second chance is coming that man's way. November 2nd, Oshaki Foster a chance to get his belt back against Robson Conceicao, Verona, New York, ESPN Plus. Oshaki, look, there are disputed decisions. There are controversial decisions, but I try to keep that other word robbery only in the sentence when it really makes sense. When you look back
Yeah,
at July, your very controversial loss, how do you frame that?
that word that you just said, that's distant, you don't like using. I see it as one of the biggest robberies. Um, in the last few years, or however people want to call it, but it was yeah, it is what it is.
Well, we could feel your pain watching at home, having to hand over your WBC 130-pound title, the obvious emotions. I got to ask you, how long did that grieving process ultimately take of feeling like, man, I went out there, fought a fantastic performance, and like you said, they took it from you.
Man, I don't know if it was great. I just wanted, man, I was so mad. I wanted to get back. I wanted to know why. Like I wanted some man, I ain't gonna lie, I was so mad, bro. I was so mad. I don't know. I think like after like a couple days to like a week, I started getting so much love from it. Like I got so much love. It actually made me way more popular after than before. So it started to turn around. I started looking at it more in a positive way. Like, all right, um, we more popular. I'm gonna get the rematch. I never figured that I wasn't gonna get the rematch.
Sure.
But I just wanted to, I don't know, I just wanted to touch it and make it right,
All right, tell me the truth. How many times have you rewatched the fight? And how has your scoring changed at all upon multiple rewatches?
Man, I only rewatched it once. I'm not gonna lie. I rewatched it once and it looked the same way I felt in the ring. I gave him 2 rounds and I was like, I don't know. It's just hard for me to watch it more than once.
I can
Yeah,
understand that. So it goes down as a split decision. When you look back on that fight, what can you ascribe what happened to? Because there is ignorance in the judging game. There can be at times corruptness, I'm sure, or sometimes it's just a style preference. When you look back at that night, what do you think those two judges were seeing or thinking as to why they scored it that way?
well, I guess I just found out that they ain't really scoring defense like that no more. So maybe that's why. I don't know. We got to go look at the rules of how they scoring fights now, because um, maybe they was thinking that because I think he threw like way more punches than me. Maybe that, but I don't know. He was swinging in air, so I don't know, man. I just know going in, yeah, maybe, yeah. I think it was just incompetent judges,
Yeah.
honestly, in my eyes. Like I said, I just found out that how they changing the scoring system, so maybe that was the reason why too. But
Well, I was going to
either
ask,
way,
yeah, keep going.
yeah,
No, look, ultimately, I was going to say, is there a silver lining here? And I think some of it you've said, look, people have given you a lot of love. They watched what you went through. They thought you won the fight. They can feel with, the emotions of it. Is there any part after this experience that you think you'll alter your game because of it?
oh yeah, I think it. Well, I know it pushed me to another level. Um, it pushed me to a way another level of just want to just show everything I can do instead of going in these fights and because I can fight one style in these fights and I win these fights. You know what I mean? Just if it ain't broken, ain't fit, don't fix it type thing. But now it turned me to another level where I want to show the world everything I can do. So you know what I mean? I'm trying to maximize it. You know what I mean? My talents in that kind of way.
Does that mean attempting more punches in a rematch November 2nd?
whatever comes with it. Nah, we're gonna be more active. Man, I'm looking to come in and put on the show.
Sure, sure. When you look back at what Conceicao brought to the table, I mean, he didn't score this fight ultimately, right?
Right.
What was your read on how he is as a fighter and what you have to look out for heading into this rematch?
I think he's a durable, tough fighter that you got to take his will. He's not gonna just give it up. I think he that kind of guy. But I also think you can take it. You just got to take it. That's it. You just got to bring it to him. I think like I said, I respect him as a fighter. I think he's tough. I think he gonna come to fight, and he probably gonna try to do something different. But either way, I'm gonna be prepared for it.
Did you get any advice after that decision from anybody that really helped you kind of reframe it in your mind at all that helped you through this process? Because I can't imagine it was easy.
Yeah. Advice as in like in what way?
In terms of not letting the loss get you down when you couldn't control it ultimately.
Yeah, I mean that came my way a lot. Um, I think that's what helped me to cope with it after, because like I said, I had so many people just getting in contact with me, just talking to me about it, and even now, I like nobody has treated me anything different than the champion. I've got that welcome anywhere I've gone and everything, so things haven't changed.
What is your motivation now entering this rematch on November 2nd?
Um, just to prove everybody wrong, get my revenge. Just a lot, man. I the way I feel about it is just I got the short end of the stick a lot, and I like to prove people wrong, and you know that's just I don't know. It's just my mindset of just I don't know. I'm free. I want to get busy.
Well, you already had one of the coolest names in the boxing game. I wondered how did your first name come to be? Is it a family name? Does it have a specific meaning named after anyone?
What's that, Oshaki?
Yeah.
Man, no. So what happened was my name was really supposed to be Oceanique. So like when I first went to school, I spelled it as Oshaki, but my peoples told me it's Oceanique. So when I got to my first amateur fight, that's when I found out my name. They
No
they they
way.
I swear they called me out as Oshaki. And I told the coaches, I'm like, they messed up my name. I'm like 8 years old. I'm like, they messed up my name. I'm mad as hell. And then I go out there and stop the kid. And my coaches just they showed me the playbook. They like, that is your name. And they start calling me Shock ever since. So it was cool.
That is such a cool story. It's so random in that regard. Are you happy with it, or you wish you were Oceanique Foster this today in boxing today?
Nah, it's cool because like everybody from my hometown that I grew up with, anything like that, they know me as Oceanique. So like when they start calling me Oshaki and and Shock, like everybody was confused. Like still to this day, I still get like, bro, was they saying your name wrong in the amateurs? You know what I mean? That'd be cool. Like,
Do you
yeah.
imagine what it will feel like in this rematch, Verona, New York, November 2nd on ESPN Plus to, in your mind, right the wrong that happened over the summer? Do you visualize that?
Man, I've been visualizing it every day. Every day, every night. When I wake up, all day, every day, I've been visualizing it, man. I can't wait. Yeah, I can't wait.
Well, like your career and your life story, and having, had the chance to cover your fights before, I was lucky enough to interview in the ring after you won the title against Vargas. So I know the journey you've been on. What goals remain for you beyond regaining your title in this boxing game? Because you do have one of those incredible stories where you just keep overcoming whatever life puts in front of you.
Um, Unified champion, multi-division champion. Man, I'm trying to be one of the greatest to come through this era. Um, Trying to go down as a Hall of Fame by the end. So man, whatever lines we need to push, we gonna push them, and we gonna test our greatness along the way.
I love that. I love to hear that. I'm curious, do you ever get any Gervonta Davis sparring time in Houston? I know he does some time there.
Nah. Men, dude, we never sparred. Nah, we never sparred or fought. None of that stuff in the amateurs or anything.
Hey, maybe one day in the pros, Shockey. I mean, I'm just speaking out loud. You know, maybe one day in the
Yeah.
pros.
I would love to win out of him and Lamont. You know, we both got to handle business. I got to handle business first, and then I take the win out of them. You know, Lamont just said my name like 2 weeks ago, talking about he'll smoke me, and I can get the smoke after he beat Gavante.
Who do you like in that fight, by the way?
I like Gavante in that fight.
Okay.
Yeah. But I do think it's gonna be a better fight than everybody thinking. Like I see a lot of people they don't really know Roach. We all was in the same amateurs together, so we all know of each other real well. So I understand that that's gonna be a good fight early. I think
Indeed.
until what's the name catch him or something.
We'll have to check that one out in December. But up first, November 2nd, ESPN Plus, Verona, New York, and
November
get that
2nd.
second chance.
Yes,
Robson
sir.
Conceicao will bring that belt in. Who will leave with it? We'll find out. But Oceanique Foster, my man, thank you. Thank you for the time. Best of luck to you.
All right, thanks, brother.